Preparing for the launch of our NATO 75th anniversary flypast, and those that parked down in our left-hand end of the airfield are making their way now along the northern taxiway, led by the Mirage 2000-5F, the French Air and Space Force. They're very soon to take this air armed service in a flying display in the UK before the SF-5M of the Spanish Air and Space Forces, that air arm is now designated. These and aircraft are also parked in the taxiway and joining up with a couple of heavies from the NATO alliance, one of them operated by NATO itself, which are holding off in the vicinity. Now following the SF-5M down the taxiway is the first to be ever the Belgian component aeroplane. Well, we have been hoping that we might still see the Belgian component solo fighter display on the circuit this year, but due to the drawdown of the Belgian F-16 fleet and their operational requirements, they took the decision to discontinue the solo display for this season. But in fact, the aircraft in the flypast is being flown by last year's F-16 demo pilot from the Belgians, Commandant Riat Stephen de Vries, known as Blitzka. Because he's Europe's most experienced F-16 pilot in terms of flying hours on the type in its entire 50-year history.
I came Saturday as well.
In fact, we're seeing a very good illustration parading down the northern taxiway there of F-16 evolution, because the Belgian jet, which is actually a two-seat F-16BM, was one of the first generation of then General Dynamics built A and corresponding two-seat B model of the US Air Force, with the restricted control fuel tanks on the fuselage side, according to quite a different appearance. Then we have the F-16CJ model from the 2nd Counterweight based at Spandau Air Base in Germany. That's followed by another specially painted jet, one of the solo demo jets, the F-16Cs of the Turkish Air Force, and bringing up the rear of that very impressive contracted line 12 surplus F-16s from Portugal in 2013. They were delivered from September 2016. They got 5 more in 2020 to 21, and then they through the further deal for 32 jets from Norway, which was F-16. F-16BM from... Not always used as a geographical point, but something that is an initial call. So the aircraft running at 300 knots, which is doing the Czech Gripen then, the first to roll out, demonstrating its special marking, the 211 Tactical Squadron of Czech, which this aircraft comes from. The process of a run and brake. A run and brake is the quickest and most efficient way of getting a fast jet or formation of fast jets from the airborne environment onto the ground. Slightly different here is that usually the brake would take place from the jet side. Not allowed today. So these brakes are conducted from either over the runway or slightly line side. And a very striking return, having gone around to its initial approach by the Mirage 2000 Z5F of the Czech Space Force. Extremely rare to see. Final proposal. Belgian now in the throes of retiring its last F-16s in favour of the F-35A, and it's supplying 30 of the F-16s to Ukraine. The F-16C Block 52 Plus, the 336 Squadron of the Hellenic Air Force from Iraq will be accompanying with him. And then the final group is Strike, anti-radar missile. The 480 is now the sole flying squadron on F-16 at Bangala, and one of its jets reached the notable milestone of 10,000 flying hours in June. A beautiful sight there, the SF-5F of the Spanish Air Force rolls out. And with the After all wearing turquoise t-shirts, you can't miss them. Remember, RFF, of course, is a good place, and we want you to make sure you get to see everything you came here to see this weekend. So we've got huge showground maps on our new digital screens around the airfield, so you can get the most out of your visit to Riat 2024. Thanks, Ben. Thank you, Andy, and I ought to mention that we have playing TV here, live broadcasting the flying displays. We watch it back later on the service. we are backtracking the NATO fly-past aircraft that landed on. Quite a complex taxi pattern here, Mark, required. You're mainly down to the fact that you don't have a full parallel taxiway. You see the aircraft entering now, which is about half of the length of the runway. So once the runway is clear, then we'll get permission to set a course to take off and start moving straight. Yes, not all the NATO fast jets need to go back to the other side of the airfield. It's quite possible to stay south side to form part of the Sentry player.
You count yourself lucky.
Is it when they were 15 and now they're 18?
Very nice to marking the first flight of order. There was the having the good tornado representation here from Italy and Germany. And in comes the last of the F-16s from the NATO fly-past, our very welcome visitor from Romania. We are right on the big screen over the road to our interview.
I'm here with Rowan, who is part of Riat, which is part of the Royal International Air Academy.
The RAF is looking for the arrival of the 7th West Coast, which is the second